104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Well, good morning,
morning.
Houston, Texas. It is Tuesday, July 23rd of 2024, and it is 6:01 a.m. with the gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. Mod's here, too, and here we go with a second Monday of the week. Did I miss anything?
Did you miss
Your
anything?
first Monday. We've been working.
Yeah.
Second Monday of the week. Did I miss anything? Yesterday I was out. So welcome to Tuesday here on the Roula and Ryan Show. Today we have a chance for you guys to get a little last-minute getaway as if, school's starting to... All those back-to-school commercials.
Don't say it.
And
Hey,
all
look,
this
they're
stuff is
ramping
out.
up. The mayor's going to do a big press conference today at 10 a.m. They're going to share their details on their back-to-school fest, and that's where they distribute 25,000 backpacks with school supplies.
And we're going to give away a Moody Gardens little staycation. Staycation,
Nice
like
chance
it's
to
not
do it
going that
before.
far away. Yeah. If you've not been to Moody Gardens in a while, they have... It's really a fun time. And in all the years Moody Gardens has existed, I did not know until I went with my family this summer about Palm Beach. I know, Kevin, you knew about Palm Beach. The rest of y'all know about Palm Beach?
Yeah, I mean, it's been there forever.
How have I never seen Palm Beach? I thought it was just the pool. And then you go across the parking lot, and it's this whole other wonderland.
Yeah.
Do you know this, Eric?
That was there when my daughter was little.
Was it parking lot? I thought it was just in the back of the resort.
Well, I
Moody
guess,
Gardens.
whatever. I
There's
felt
that
like
big
I walked.
Schlitterbahn right over there.
But Schlitterbah's not part of
That's
Moody
what I'm saying.
Gardens.
But behind it is, and that's more for the little kids.
There's a
Was
water.
there anything for like a...
There's a zip
13-year-old?
lining, a rope course. There's a lazy river.
They have a giant bucket that tips over.
Yes. I
Those
didn't
things are
know.
always fun.
I went for Father's Day weekend this year. And by the way, the beds at Moody Gardens, I remember when we stayed there for Mardi Gras when we were in the parade. The beds were so comfortable. I asked the manager, Jeff, I go, what kind of bed is this? He goes, people ask us that all the time. I go, where can I buy this bed? He sent me the link for what kind of bed it was. I can't remember the brand, but the beds are so comfortable. And that is a plus because if you look on TripAdvisor when you're going to plan a trip and stuff, people want to know, like, what's the water pressure in the shower in the bathroom? Is the mattress comfortable at this Airbnb or this hotel? I'm giving you the stamp of approval on those mattresses at Moody Garden. They were so comfortable.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy one.
Definitely.
That was a good time. So we'll have a chance for you to score that. I just do it anytime I want, right? I can just pick
Yep.
anytime. We're not doing a game today.
But by this, maybe coming up next or 7 o'clock, because 8 o'clock we got Craig Gass coming in.
Yeah, comedian
Craig
Craig Gass will be
best.
here.
We got to try Tuesday at 8, and then he's coming in for a couple breaks, so we'll be really busy.
7:40 this morning. I'll give you a chance at this Moody Gardens getaway. 7:40 this morning. I have a very random question for you guys. I was in the grocery store yesterday, and what's grocery store rock? What's music from the grocery store?
They have their pre-recorded
Journey,
music.
I don't think I ever paid
some
attention.
90s ballads, whatever.
Oh, sometimes I get swept away.
You do. You really love the music so much you stay extra.
He's got that card, and he holds it so he can really
So-
pop and lock.
If it, God, I sound terrible today.
I told
What
you
happened to
you
you?
were real
Yeah.
manly.
I don't know.
Sound like an
I
old
was,
lady.
I was doing attic work the other day, and I think some of the insulation must have gotten my system.
Everybody's
Smells
got
like
allergies
asbestos.
right
Okay,
now.
Mark.
Inhale some
God.
asbestos.
I know.
Well,
Real butch queen.
My point
Yeah.
of grocery store rock is Edge of 17 by, it's not Stevie Nicks, right? It's Fleetwood Mac that sings that.
How's
I
go?
thought it was just Stevie.
I think
Isn't
that's
it just
Stevie Nicks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like the one winged dove.
That's
sing
Stevie
a song.
Nicks.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
The name of the song is Edge of 17. This is in the 70s. Was the lifespan of a human shorter then? So 17 seemed really old because why is it called Edge of 17 and isn't that uncomfortable? Like, what is she talking about? I got to look up the lyrics.
Does she even say it in the song?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she says about something about 17 because I was like, oh yeah, I just know the riff is from Beyonce's
Bootylicious.
Bootylicious.
Yeah.
I
So the
remember when they
song-
used that for Bootylicious, when Destiny's Child used the riff of Fleetwood Mac for Bootylicious.
Yeah.
So depending on your age, you know that as the riff of Bootylicious. You do not know that as the classic rock song, Edge of 17. But Edge of 17, the title alone, is that not supposed to make us uncomfortable now?
I don't know, but
What are you talking about, Edge of 17?
It
really
came
listen
out
to
from
lyrics.
her debut solo album in 1981. It's Stevie Nicks solo. It's not Fleetwood Mac. And it was written to express the grief resulting from the death of her Uncle Jonathan.
Why is it called Edge of 17? And the days go by like a strand in the wind, and the web that is my own, I begin again, said to my friend, baby, everything stopped, nothing else mattered. That's one of the courses. I don't know. Just like the white-winged dove, sing a song. Sounds like she's singing. I said, ooh, baby, ooh. Just like the
That's a
white-winged
big
dove, sing a song. Sounds like she's singing. I said, ooh, baby, ooh.
Why isn't it called that? Ooh, baby, ooh.
Or why is it called just like the one-winged dove?
Yeah. It's ooh,
What's
baby, ooh would be fun.
Edge of 17 about that song? I don't know. Grocery store rock questions I have.
Let's call Dean and Raj.
Maybe he died at the
don't really
age of
know.
17.
Oh, well, Edge of 17, so 16.
Yeah, maybe her uncle never made it to 18 or
Yeah.
17.
But then would she know her uncle if he died before he was 17?
Maybe everybody talked about
Does
him.
MJ know your dad?
Yeah.
Your son?
Oh, good point. They
talk-
probably talked
Did you
about
talk
him.
about him?
Here's what she
Well,
says. She said,
got
Stevie
it.
Nicks said that the white-winged dove represents the spirit leaving the body upon death. And some of the verses captured her experience of the days leading up to her uncle's
Well,
death.
now we have a deep dive on Edge of 17.
How many
Grocery
people-
store rock.
There
How many
you go.
people really are telling you to go watch that movie with
Which
Harry
one?
Connick Jr. on
Oh,
Netflix?
yes.
That's
So there's some Harry
I
Connick
know
Jr. movie
Tasso's
set in
his
Greece.
favorite.
Is this
It's
right?
Cyprus?
It's set in Cyprus, right?
Yeah. It's like next to
What-
Greece. Is that part of Greece or is it?
Yeah, it's an island in Greece that's partially occupied by Turkey.
That's what I
so
thought.
there's lots of angst there.
Well, Harry Connick Jr. is a rock star.
Is he?
He took some time off to hang out on that island because he fell in love with a girl many years ago. And then he came back. And I guess he sees her.
Does he
the trailer
play-
was like 3 minutes long. I'm like,
Is
I'm
he a
bored
rock
by
star
this.
that plays Captain Corelli's mandolin as his instrument?
Is this
that was a
something
Nicolas
that-
Cage movie?
I don't know what it's about.
That only women
I
are
told my
gonna wanna
wife, I
watch?
saw that, I go, yeah, you can watch that one on your own.
Yeah, that was playing in the other room.
Did she watch it?
And now she had Bachelor last night, so.
Yeah. I caught up on the
Bachelor.
last week Bachelor.
Girl, wait,
baseball and
Bachelorette
wrestling.
or Bachelor?
Oh,
Bachelorette.
Bachelorette. That's
Bachelorette.
right. Yeah, with Jen.
Yeah, I don't.
She's the Bachelorette.
I tried getting into that. I had a good 2 seasons.
No, I
You're
don't blame
out.
you.
You're out. You're done.
I mean, I like this because there's so many men.
Yeah.
Like, I'd much rather watch The Bachelorette because then there's all these dudes and one chick.
But I think that's what for women, you guys can win both ways.
How?
You got all the
What's
men to
the
look
second
at,
one?
and then when it's all the women, you can really like get in on it because they're being mean to each other.
That is true.
Drama.
Jules and I were like, if that was
That's
another
fun.
girl acting that way, I'd be like, get out of here,
Like, I ever-
leave. And if a dude,
I
it's
ever
like,
heard my daughter
okay.
talking to her friend about Love Island, or is it what's it called? The one in
Love
Michigan?
Island, Love Island,
And
USA.
she's-
We had 2 Houstonians.
And she's like, oh man, if I ever got that age, I'd do it. If I just have to have a hot bod though and get some lip filler. She's laughing about it.
Oh
Like,
my
she wasn't
God.
serious,
Yeah.
but even she knows it's
Which,
a joke.
do you know which one she's watching? I was
It's like
trying to.
the one just
The
ended.
U.S. one.
Oh, the one that
This one
just
was on
ended.
Peacock.
Okay.
Yeah, that just
It
ended.
got really popular this year. Before, people didn't really
They had
care
live
for
episodes
it.
or something?
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
Island.
Well, 2 Houstonians won $100,000.
Spoiler alert.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know how
No,
it
it's,
works.
it's like on the
Win a
front
game?
page of the Chronicle.
Yeah,
Serena
but it
Page and
happened,
Cordell
like-
Beckham
It
won.
happened 2 days ago.
Yeah, it just happened Sunday.
Oh, nice, Ryan. You just gave it away.
But I am proud.
We don't report like that anymore. People don't all watch the same thing at the same time
No.
anymore.
Yeah, I
Like
don't-
anybody watching this, it's out. If you want to see it, go to the
But
Houston
Houston
Chronicle.
gets a lot of reality stars.
Yes.
Like a lot. We were
the
going to
casting
have
agents love Houston.
the
They
one
always
that
find good people.
the one that I was watching was that MILF Manor, and I was going to have 2 of the guys come in from that, and then we lost power. Then Beryl hit, and I'm like, yeah, don't worry
You
about
love
it,
the show
guys.
so much you reach out to 2 dudes.
No, I ran into
Oh
him.
my god! You say Kevin's all in the weird stuff.
No. I ran into him. I was at a charity fundraiser, and I ran into 2 of the contestants, and I just thought it would be interesting to find out, like, what's it like on the set of one of those reality
Hey
shows.
mom, what's a MILF?
Right. Right.
And it's on TLC too. TLC is basically nothing but trashy TV now.
TLC means nobody watches it.
I don't even know what channel
like
that
a-
is anymore. I mean, I don't know. I
And
don't
it
know.
stands for the Learning Channel. What are you learning
Right.
from MILF
Well, that's-
Manor?
You used to learn
16
a lot,
and pregnant.
In the 90s, you
Well,
would
that you
learn the
learned.
loves, the wedding story and the baby story. You would learn things about love. I
Now
guess.
it's like the
Now
network where
nothing.
you watch 90 Day Fiance, all
just
that
trashy
stuff.
What's the
fun
one
stuff.
like
Yeah.
1,000-Pound Sisters?
They're on
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did they lose weight or no?
One of them did, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one with Dr.
they
No as
died.
well?
Is there a Houston
that's
doctor on that?
My 600-pound life.
Is that
I think
on
that one's different. I think they've seen.
different channel?
No, I think it's a different doctor. Like, I don't think those sisters go to that doctor.
No, they
No.
don't.
But that guy's still
Right.
Is he still on that channel or is that the channel?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
When my family came to visit once, because it's right on Bel Air.
Yeah. They went to
there-
his office.
We just stopped there and took photos in front of it. Because they always ask me, because my wife's obviously they're Persian. So,
Right.
do you guys know him? No. we know a lot of Persians, but not
You
not
know,
him.
my daughter loved to watch all those
Everybody knows
TLC
everybody, right?
shows, and My 600-Pound Life, it just became too depressing. So many of those people did not live. You know, it was really, really sad. Because it's like they would go through that procedure.
600 pounds isn't good for you, right?
No, the ticker can't handle it.
And Honey Boo Boo, too. I feel so sad. Her mom spent all, like, the money she made from that. So now she can't even afford to go to college.
Oh, my God.
Really?
She didn't save the money for her daughter?
No, she spent it on her drug addiction.
Mama June?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's excellent
Wow.
story.
Yeah. I know. Sorry to bring the house down.
No, I'm just saying it's just a sad
Let me go
thing.
get these whipped cream shots now.
Yeah, 8 o'clock this morning,
Get the
kids. We're going to try it Tuesday. We might get to try it tipsy. Tipsy Tuesday is what we're going to be. We get these alcohol whip shots
Fluffy
in
Cokes.
here. Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, I know that Twisters had a huge box office weekend. It has made the list of best disaster movies of all time already. Is that even fair? It's barely, you barely opened the bag.
know.
The package just opened.
I feel
and it's
like
already on the list of the
fun, but
best
it
disaster
wasn't-
movies of all time.
I feel like a disaster, for these type of movies, they're going into it
Yeah.
on purpose.
on purpose.
You can't, if you put yourself in the way of danger, it's not like you chose a ship that's going to wreck.
If this is real life and they did that, I know people do it, but these guys are trying to get in to ride it and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, they want to try
But a
all these
tornado
experiments with
itself
it.
and what it does is disastrous. But in this case, they weren't like unsuspecting farmers that got caught up in
Yeah,
a
no, they
that's a disaster.
They
They're
would
trying to
show
survive.
the aftermath.
Yeah, they're
in
trying to
that
harvest
movie.
their wheat and they're stuck in a silo or something. That would be a disaster.
Here's your official weather for today.
So we're going to look at a lot of rain today, which the good news is it'll lower the temperatures. It'll only be in the 80s today, so it's not going to be in the 90s. Right now, 77 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm very proud to present Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Arandas, and I'm sure you'll talk about this yesterday. Twisters blowing up the box office over the weekend. It made $80.5 million domestically. Overseas, it made about $30 million. So it's about $125, $130 million, depending on how the final numbers came out, just for the first weekend with Glenn Powell. And I didn't get your review.
Some
Thumbs
girl.
up or thumbs down?
Ryan and I both saw it different times in the same type of theater, 4DX.
Yeah, where the chair
Thumbs up
moves.
for that.
I would say thumbs up. I'd say that's the only way I'd
If
really
I
enjoy
sat
it.
in a regular seat and watched this, I'd be like,
Bored?
I'd be like, oh, I'm entertained by tornadoes, I guess.
It's
but-
okay. The special effects in the tornado are the
Because
star
I-
of the movie, but the script is like,
How many
I grew up
flying
with that.
cows and noises did you hear?
They
Cow
don't
noises.
no cows.
no cows.
No, like
Yeah,
goats
a lot of
somewhere.
people-
Go spinning around.
No, but a lot
Chicken, I
of people, a lot of people getting sucked up into the twister.
chicken.
Yeah, people
Okay.
that put it like
So no animals flying.
more
I know
humans.
Eric didn't like it, but I used to love the Universal ride
Oh.
for Twister.
It wasn't a ride.
never
I
went.
mean,
It's like a show.
It was
really.
terrible.
you'd go in and you'd watch like a bus move and some flames come
But
up.
at the end, like the roof would like kind of fake collapse on you, and I thought that was the coolest thing.
If you're a
as
kid, you would have loved that.
yeah, if you're
Yeah.
4.
And it makes sense that ride because
I mean,
it's supposed to be behind.
4-year-old loser.
It's supposed to show what I did read yesterday. Steven Spielberg, he I guess produced that or something.
yeah.
He the guy who directed it, I forget his name, Jean Le something, some French director.
Oh, Twisters?
The crew walked off the set, or something happened. I don't know the whole details. All I know is Spielberg flew into Oklahoma or wherever they filmed it, opened his private jet, climbed down the steps. He never got off the jet. He just climbed down the steps and yelled at the director for 15 minutes, turned around and flew back.
Oh my God, that is a
Butt
flex.
chewed out
Is that a
by
power move or
Steven
what?
Spielberg.
That's a flex. Lee Isaac Chung is the director. That's who he
What?
scolded?
No, this is a Twister. The
Oh,
original,
the original
back
Twister.
in '96.
Okay.
I don't know that guy's name. You heard the name. I just can't remember. Jean something. Jean Lee.
Now, in the movie Roula,
Duvall.
there's a guy named David Cornsweet. He's going to be the new Superman. And I was reading an article that while they're midway filming that, and they have it on video, where he got the news he was going to be Superman. And this guy had a very small role in the movie.
Yeah, but he played it well though.
He was a jerk.
He's a jerk.
I thought Jean would be French, Eric. He's
Was
Dutch.
it Jan? I
It's
can't remember what
Jan
it was.
de Bont.
Jan.
Oh,
I read it
He's
fast.
a
That's how you
Dutch
pronounce that?
cinematographer, film director, and film producer. Jan de Bont.
I just remember seeing a J in front of it, so I figured he was
Got
French.
yelled at by Steven Spielberg. Well,
I would do the same.
Twisters is on the list of best disaster movies of all time, and most of the movies come from the 90s and the 2000s. Only a couple from the 70s, but they're of note. So what made the list? Deep Impact and Armageddon basically came out at the same time in 1998. It's about a crater a meteor hitting the Earth and destroying us all with no hope of survival.
But you ruined me when you said about Ben Affleck in the when they talk over the movie. they do their commentary.
Yeah. What did I say that ruined you?
You said Ben Affleck's like, why do you need guys like us that work in the oil rigs to go up in space? Why don't you just teach the astronauts how to drill instead of us learn how to be astronauts? That'd be a lot easier.
Did I say that?
Astronauts are smarter than
Remember you tell me
anybody. I mean, if they have to go up there.
Because he asked the director in the script.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah.
Why are you having us oil rig guys learn how to
Be
an
astronauts.
astronaut? That's a lot harder than
Getting an astronaut
I
to
mean,
learn how
is
to drill.
that where you
Because
suspend
they're the best
belief,
drillers in the
though,
world, Eric. Bruce Willis is the best driller in the world. Nobody's like him.
I mean, like all the
he can
scientists
sense where to hit.
when they saw that movie come out, they're like, okay, if you did that, instead you'd have like about 50 different pieces hitting the Earth, and you'd really ensure our destruction.
I love
It's
that
all in the
movie.
script. It was a good movie. Armageddon's number 5. Deep Impact was number 6.
And then what?
Twisters lands at number 4. The new one. The original Twisters right above that at number 3 from 1996. The top 2 best disaster movies of all time. After you look at the top 10 and you've got
Titanic?
Day After Tomorrow, you've got...
Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah.
No, is that a disaster movie?
It's not a disaster movie. I mean, I guess
It's real, guys.
I guess
It's a
in a
disaster.
way, because when the astronauts return to Earth and the Earth is run by
I think they mean
apes-
disasters, things that could really happen.
Oh,
That
okay.
could happen.
Number 2 is the original 1972 Poseidon Adventure, not the one with Fergie.
Okay, I know the Fergie one.
Yeah.
I know.
Is that where the ship is upside down in the water?
Yeah.
What's his name? Dreyfus? What's that guy's? The guy from Jaws. Richard Dreyfus?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
his name?
Richard Dreyfuss
Yeah,
was in Jaws,
he's in
yes.
Yeah, wasn't he him and his partner? Was he supposed to be a gay guy?
What?
And they held
In the
hands or
70s?
something? No,
In
the
the 70s?
The remake.
Oh.
in
And they're holding hands and they just see it just flip them over.
So
or
if
something.
you don't know what the Poseidon Adventure is, it's a cruise ship that's been turned upside down and it's not sinking because of the way the water is floating in. I don't know.
No, it's because there's air stuck.
Yeah.
They're stuck,
Yeah.
right? It won't sink, but they're all just stuck in this upside down cruise ship. Crazy.
So everything's backwards. Instead of trying to go to the deck, you're trying to
They
go
trying to go
To the bottom.
Oh,
To
the bottom
yeah.
of the ship.
Our
Yeah.
number
That sounds
one
terrifying.
biggest disaster movie of all time is from 1974, The Towering Inferno. Is that based on a true story?
No, it's
Of
just
that
about a...
Hindenburg?
It's like a high
thing?
rise.
No,
It's a high rise
The
that's on
Towering
fire, right?
Inferno. Yeah, it's a high rise. It's
Never
like
saw
a
it, but-
skyscraper that's on fire.
Gene Hackman, I think, is in
I
it.
think when I was a little kid, I may have seen a few.
They never remade that one,
scenes
huh?
of it.
No,
No,
they
they
have not remade
haven't.
that one. Okay, let
What
me
about the one with
ask.
the Rock? Wasn't there one with
Oh
the
yeah,
dude?
San Andreas.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
watched that.
Oh,
What a
that's
waste
what the
of
fault-
time.
I never saw it.
It
That
wasn't
was
good.
terrible.
Yeah, that one was.
Wait, you said The Day After Tomorrow didn't make the list?
The Day After Tomorrow was on top 10, but I feel like that's the same movie as Armageddon Deep Impact, isn't it?
What
Is
about
it?
Oh, that was a good one. That was
I
Is that
love
Aliens?
The
What's
Day
Day After
After
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
2004.
I thought that was
Everything-
the freeze.
Yeah, they
Everything
froze.
froze.
Oh, the day
Yeah.
after
Oh,
tomorrow.
everything froze.
The day
Okay.
after tomorrow was where
And
the
then
world froze.
Everyone was
Yeah.
trying to go across the border to Mexico.
Mexico.
'Cause, like Houston, we would have survived
Because it was warm enough here.
just enough, but everyone was trying to go the other
Yeah.
way.
They
To
were in
find
like New York.
land,
and
yeah.
they wouldn't
Yeah.
let them. It was fun.
because America was flooded. What was the other one with John Cusack? 2012? Wasn't that where the planet was coming to an end?
Oh yeah, he was flying all of a sudden.
That was in 2009. It was called 2012. Was that a fail? Was that a flop movie?
I think it did well. Just
Did it?
John
No,
Cusack's
that
not
was
the
a-
best.
I mean, I guess if it's a best disaster movie of all time, I guess it box office numbers were good. Or maybe this is one of those critical things like, well, it sucked in the box office, but critically it was acclaimed.
What about that hurricane one with the alligators in it?
What is that
I don't
one?
remember
I don't
that
see
one.
that on.
I don't think I
any list.
watched
that Sharknado?
The guy was trapped in the house, and the daughter came home, and the dad they were in the attic, and the hurricane, and the waters filled
Yeah.
up the house, and
Oh,
the alligators were in there.
oh.
I think it was probably called alligators.
Do
I
they
don't
still
know.
have the earthquake you can ride in Universal?
Oh yeah,
No,
they-
the Twister ride?
no, the
No,
earthquake.
It was earthquake.
Like you're going underneath in the subway.
Subway.
And it just collapses on you.
Oh, my gosh.
And then the big 18-wheeler like comes right at you and splits in half.
Isn't that where
It's
they
on
put
fire
It's
and the
still there.
whole
Wow.
thing. The
No, I
subway's
think that's-
moving and everything.
I
Sounds
think that's
Oh
where
my
they
God.
put the Fast and
They
Furious
got rid of
ride.
that?
I think that's where Fast
yeah,
and
Such a
Furious.
cool
probably.
classic ride.
I need to watch more movies to enjoy this theme park. I've never been to
Godzilla
Universal,
was
but it
on
sounds like I won't
Universal.
enjoy them if I haven't seen all these movies.
King Kong.
Okay, if you were hoping that NSYNC would have a reunion after the song they released and all the press they've been doing and showing up with JT for some of his stuff, you're thinking, okay, it's about to happen. Backstreet Boys have made multi-millions of dollars in the last 10 years with all these reunion tours. It's going to happen. Well, what happened if JT isn't going to be a part of it and they just go on their own? Because apparently JT's tour is making him enough. He doesn't need the NSYNC tour.
Really?
All the NSYNC guys
sure
are in for a reunion tour, and JT is the one that's
Well, that's not going to sell if there's no JT in it.
2025 is NSYNC's 25th anniversary, and the recent reunion is what drummed up for the Trolls movie. is what drummed up all the talk, right? We're like, oh my God, because J2 could probably use some better press, and he had like a flop album last time.
Which I think it could still sell because if you love that group, you love the songs. How many bands I used to love growing up and their singers dead or
and they
Right.
replace
It's just
them.
like a football team.
Yeah.
If one player's injured, you're still going to go
And
watch
let's be
the
honest,
game.
Or you could always do a
JC and-
hologram of JT and the rest of them are
Yeah,
dancing
but
around
JC
him.
and JT were the leads, but JC was the lead on more songs, and JT would come in second.
Which is so crazy to me because he's just the America's Best Dance Crew guy to me.
Oh, yeah,
JC.
that's funny.
Yeah,
and he also does that cat commercial. It's like a cat boy band, and it's JC from NSYNC with the cats. Have y'all seen that?
No.
Yes, it is a cat
What?
boy band commercial, and JC from NSYNC is in it. It's for some kind of cat food. They've animated cats like a boy band. They're all dressed up and doing choreographed moves.
You got paid well
And
for
JC,
that.
Yeah, I
yes,
know.
100%. I don't even know what the product is, but I know it's cats in a boy band. That's what's happening. So if it's going to happen, guys, an NSYNC tour, it would happen with Chris, Lance, Joey, and JC. But Justin and his people aren't responding yet. So we'll have to hold our breath for that one, kids. See, there's like a Vegas residency or something just for a blip. Coming up next.
I know we're doing roundtable. My story is 1 in 3 Americans think they have a way to make it rich. Like everyone has that get rich idea.
Are they actually using it and they're rich and that's why they want to talk about their way?
And I have something I bought that will prove that I'll never be rich if I keep buying crap like this.
And then
Who
Sam's just
on the
waiting
show
for
is
you to
gonna
give
get
it to
this?
her.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Sam's
I'm
like,
like,
how
all right.
fast will you get
How
tired of that?
exciting.
Just
What
go to
I'm-
producer Eric
wonder what
Instagram.
I'm getting today.
Look on the stories. You'll see what it is.
Ooh.
We'll talk about it next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Somebody on text said they're so happy that they follow Eric on Instagram because they finally know something he bought that's a waste of money.
They know the next segment. They know what I was
Yeah.
teasing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What is it that Sam's going to own in about 3 weeks?
And what's your Instagram in case anybody wants to see it?
Producer Eric.
Okay.
Need to change that. Just to
Eric?
Eric,
Panther
but that'll never
Eric.
happen.
Panther
yeah, Panther. I
Eric?
want
Eric
I want
the
Panther.
Panther.
Make that work. I want Panther Eric. I bought this item last Thursday or Friday. It was one of those Instagram videos.
Oh, man, you fell for that.
But then I Googled it, like to find out, and there was one on Shark Tank, and because then I went to Amazon. Like I'll never buy those things on Instagram. I'll go
don't.
I'll go to
Don't
Amazon
find
and type in the
third-party.
type of item it is. Hopefully it's on there. If not, there's one that's cheaper or better.
Right.
It's a digital it's a flosser, electric flosser.
I
To
get
flush your
ads
teeth.
for that all the time. Did you like it?
I just got it yesterday. I tried it once.
How does
It's
it
kind of
work?
hard to get in your mouth in the back. You're like,
Why not?
I do not want that.
Me
I mean, you
neither.
can
How
just
does it
take a
work?
piece of
well, it comes
string
with
for
other-
39
comes with other
cents.
piece. You don't have to use the same floss.
Okay,
Right?
tell me how it works though, because I'm trying to visualize how this looks. Is it like a like an electric toothbrush, but it just has a
Yeah.
string there?
And even the other
you're supposed
side has
to
a
go
tongue
in
scraper
between
on
your
it.
teeth?
On the other
Yeah.
side of it. Let me show you.
I saw your
Here.
Instagram, but it was on mute. I couldn't do the sound yesterday.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell what that was. Looked like a tongue scraper. That's the one? Yeah. Oh, it looked like a tongue
And
scraper.
what is the
but-
purpose of the tongue scraper?
To get
Get all
the
the
bacteria
bacteria
off.
off.
Yeah.
You got white on your tongue?
Yeah, a lot
When
of
you
times
brush
if
your
you...
teeth?
You know what
Yeah.
you want
You
to
brush
you
your
wake
tongue.
up.
The back of your tongue.
When you wake up, you want to scrape your tongue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tongue is where like all the bacteria is, right?
Germs,
I mean, obviously it's between your teeth, but
Right. Did you try the flosser and was
Yep.
it successful?
I liked it. I just got to get used to it because, like, get in the back part, you got to almost like open your mouth a little bit, like with your finger.
So that might not be something Sam wants in
And then you
food.
put your
No,
dirty
I
fingers
don't want
out.
that. I don't want
I'm gonna
that.
try it for
Don't
2 weeks
we?
and see what I think. And then if not, I'll just return it. Right? Can you return it?
I get
mean-
those ads all the
Ew,
time.
I hope I don't buy the return version.
Well, you just
they're
take
not
off the
gonna refund
floss
you.
Yeah,
part. It
it's
comes
like
with a bunch of
detachable.
Yeah,
Oh.
tops.
comes with the
Okay.
different tops. I bought like 6 more.
Well, if
So it's like $27.
then you are not a bargain shopper online because you saw it on
No.
Instagram and then you went to
And
Amazon.
I can buy
you got
floss
it.
for 99 cents.
But you weren't buying it
You
to
can
save
get
a
it
buck.
from
You
your
were buying it
dentist.
for the sake of like principle. Like I will
Yeah.
not be going
But-
through Instagram to buy
Well,
this.
you
right?
don't because every time I've gotten burned every single time I bought a product from Instagram.
Yeah, I
like
don't-
every single time. So I do the exact same thing that Eric does. I'll see if there's something comparable, and then you check out the reviews on
Temu,
Amazon.
tearaway clothes.
And that's where I saw 1 in 3 Americans think they have a way to make it rich because of Shark Tank.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing: we talked about this. If you're
Everyone thinks you
new
have
to
an
the
idea.
show and you've never seen, if you only know the current Shark Tank, here on the Real and Ryan Show, we know the real Shark Tank. The original Shark Tank was people coming to the sharks with an idea that either has never been made or they've only sold like 50 of them,
It's almost like
20 of them.
It's almost like an invention show. Like
It was an
right.
invention show, and they're like, "This is my idea. I just need some money to back it so I can actually produce it." Now it's like, okay, and what are your sales? Oh, you're already in Walmart, and you have $2 million in annual sales. Okay, I'll give you $500,000. Doesn't make any sense.
Or they want 500. I need $500,000 and I'll give you equity 4%. It's like,
Yes.
why would I give you $500,000
Yeah.
for 4%? There's no. Why would I want to work my butt off for you? I'm a billionaire. I'm Mark Cuban. I'm that bald guy, Mr. Beautiful, or what's his name? Wonderful.
Kevin.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Not Mr.
Whatever.
Yeah, not beautiful.
So what are the three things that people think they can make it rich?
I don't know if there's not really things. It's just 1 in 3
Oh, 1 in 3 people.
people think they're going to be rich. So whenever you
Because
meet
of Shark
someone,
Tank.
everyone has an idea. We used to do Dream Smashers,
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
People would call in and tell you, guys.
Their idea for the invention, and we'd say, sounds like a good idea.
Because
or
at
we'd
this
smash
point in
it and say,
time-
that sucks.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Almost nobody could come up with an original idea. You may think it's an original idea, and then you Google and you're like, oh, crap, somebody's already
How many
done it.
times have you
Done that.
seen something so simple? You're like, what?
How come I didn't think
Yeah.
of it? What's that? I always take my quotes of my life from when I used to watch movies too much in my teen years because there was nothing else to do. And there's a scene in the Tom Cruise movie Cocktail where he's sitting at a table with Elizabeth Shue, and he was like, well, look at us. We're surrounded by millionaires. The guy who invented this little paper umbrella for the drink, millionaire.
Yeah.
The guy who thought of this thing, millionaire. We're
The little
surrounded by
plastic
millionaires.
sword?
Yeah, a little plastic sword, millionaire.
I love that
Like,
thing as a
who would
kid.
have thought? Who would have thunk? All right, the average American does spend a lot of time online shopping. 54 hours every year online shopping. And according to this story, we do that about an hour every week. That's how it breaks down, or almost 2.5 full days a year. 77% of us consider ourselves savvy shoppers. And a lot of people put emphasis on the item's price more than its quality. In the quest to find the best deal, many people will search online for coupons and promotions, which doesn't that bother you if you find something you really need? It says promo code. I'm like, take out a promo code. Then I got to navigate away from the page, go Google a promo code. Let me see if I can unlock it. Go back to the page, try and put it in there. If it takes too long without success, 37% of us will not go through with the purchase.
What gets you guys excited when you see like a deal, like a $1 off?
No.
Buy one, get one free. Buy two, you got to buy two to get one free nowadays, right?
I think
Seems
it's.
like,
If it's something
depends.
that's really usually expensive and there's a sale on it, that usually it's not normal to have a sale.
like
But are
50
you
cents does not
looking-
get me going. Like,
No.
Are you looking just for items in general, or do you have a specific idea when you go shopping? Like, hey, I just want to find this thing.
I have a whole list of things I want for my house. So, like, I want rocking chairs for my front porch. And I cannot find rocking chairs in the price range that I want to spend.
What is a rocking chair?
Why don't we
for
just
the
drive by
porch
Cracker
cost?
Barrel? I got my truck.
Yeah.
Go. Just kidding, Cracker Barrel.
Why, they have like a bunch of them outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That seems like really
There's like
cute
50 of
and
them.
folksy, but in Houston, Texas, you don't want to sit on a porch that's 105 degrees on a
But
rocking chair.
Will you actually sit in those chairs now?
Yes,
you
with
won't.
Santiago, I
For
have.
real?
Yes,
Yes.
I have.
But you have your
think you will.
backyard.
Right, but I feel like aesthetically it would look really
Yeah.
cute.
Then she gets shot a drive-by.
And then probably, and where I live, absolutely.
So
But
then
I
you
have
don't need rocking
fans
chairs.
up above in my patio, so I have airflow.
Oh.
With some iced tea.
So
Yeah.
tell us, what are you?
Charles
What
and
is the
James.
range you're shopping and
no,
what they
remember
actually
we did
cost?
this with my cowgirl boots, and you guys laughed at me for
Yeah, the
the
$20 cowboy that every single person at the rodeo had the last year.
I told
Every girl
you.
had those white
The
boots.
white
$20
cowgirl
boots.
boots.
That was
I'm
funny.
telling you, everybody has those, but I am such a cheap butt.
So, like, I'm just asking, like, for what is the rocking chair actually costing, and what do
So-
you want to spend on it?
Okay, like right now, there's one at Walmart that is like all black. It's supposed to be weather proof, so I can keep it outside. I don't have to have anything covering it, and I think it's $100.
And what do you want to spend?
And then
you're hoping to
was-
find $25 rocking chairs.
I don't know. I know
30,
that seems
50?
ridiculous,
What
right?
about a
But I
estate
need two
sale?
of them. So that would be $200. I just feel like that is too steep for something that I probably would not really use. It's more aesthetics. And then, like, my mom loves to sit on my front porch when she comes out. And with Santiago, he likes rocking. So it's like, that's why I wanted them.
Just get
but-
one.
Yeah, there you go.
No, you need two. You need two.
Give him the baby one.
and he's not going to
I
want to
already
be
have a
rocked
baby
much
one.
longer.
No, I already have a baby rocking chair, and he loves it.
Well,
But,
I
like,
don't know.
$200 seems
Yeah.
so steep right now for me to get that.
That's a lot of money.
You got to ask yourself, is it necessary right
I mean,
now?
well,
Am
That's
I
why
going to be
haven't.
hurting?
That's why I haven't bought it. But then there's other things that I need for my house. That like I need a new roof, which is a lot of
I
money.
think that might take
Yeah, do that
my
first.
fence
Yeah.
fixed. I need my
Lot.
drywall fixed. I need my closet fixed because I have too many clothes and
see,
I
but
broke
those
it.
are big ticket items.
this.
That's like too giant of a
That's
number.
what I'm saying. But I want to
The-
buy something right now.
instant right now to make you satisfied is the
Yes.
rocking chairs. But the question is, how long are you going to live in this house where a porch exists for you to have the chairs? Like, how long will you actually own these chairs?
Well, if we Airbnb this though, then the Airbnb people would have the rocking chairs.
and then they'll pull up in the truck and say, "Come on,
Someone's
load it
stealing
up, load it up."
it. Go.
Let's just load it up.
Time for
All right, so I'll
KRBE's
wait.
Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Someone texted that Cracker Barrel chairs like $300.
Yeah,
See,
they're.
that's what I'm saying. So, like, $200 for 2 rocking chairs is really not bad. And I keep looking on Facebook Marketplace.
What about
that
online?
I haven't found any on Facebook Marketplace that.
But even like Amazon to see, maybe there's
I looked on Amazon. I've looked at Wayfair. I've looked at
Costco type?
Yeah,
Temu has some made out of paper.
Don't you?
I did look at yes, I did look at them, and they had one with a table.
Cardboard.
Yeah, you sit on it.
Very
it melts in the rain.
resin cardboard.
They had some reviews, y'all.
Okay, so
Oh, man.
10 a.m. this morning, Mayor Whitmire is expected to share details on the annual Mayor's Back to School Fest. That's where they distribute 25,000 backpacks with school supplies. The event's also going to feature on-site health screenings that include dental screenings, vision screenings, routine immunizations. Oh, by the way, if you're thinking about going to Space Center Houston, maybe you got family visiting and you want to go there today, you can't. They're going to be closed all day because they had a water main break.
Great. I didn't want to go until you told me about it. Now I want to go. I can't.
They say those with reservations who have a question can contact them at 281-283-4755. All tickets are valid for 1 year after the date of purchase. And did you guys see this story? On Click to Houston, there's a big story about people and the money they're spending on these fences because so many people lost a fence during Beryl. They say be careful right now because there are serious price increases. There's price gouging going on right now, and contractors coming in and charging 3 times what it would normally charge to put the fence
And
up.
how do you know they're good?
And roofs, too.
Because I've already heard one story of a bad fence rebuild. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. You're like, how do you have to trust this person's word that they know how to build a fence.
So
I'm a fence person,
here's something
and this
that-
person got screwed on the fence
Can you buy
quality.
a fence from another, like say your family lives in Illinois, and say, hey, buy me a good fence deal, and then ship it down here.
And have that guy come down here.
You know what I mean? Like, if they're jacking the price up here, to
somebody's
buy
going to
a-
put it together. But
That's a lot
by
of
the
wood to
way,
send down here.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
most
be expensive.
fences in Texas are under homeowners insurance policies, and they are usually paid at actual cash value, which means you're not going to get the full amount what it would cost right now to replace your
And
fence.
how many neighbors are fighting over which side to get?
Uh-huh.
I don't want the ugly side.
Well, what about
Well,
our
you gotta
friend,
flip-flop it.
our friend Andy?
You can do
who-
every
You're paying
other.
for it. You,
Well,
But then
you
it's
take the
ugly
good
for
side.
both, and you
Yes,
both. At least let
Andy
one
from
person have
Taste
a
of
nice-
Texas. Y'all know Andy who loves our
Yeah.
show so much. She said that's how her fence is. It's one panel of this way, one panel this way because they split it.
I'd rather have it the
So
other.
they did the crisscross panel, like every other panel is like the ugly side.
I'd rather have it be uniform. At least be all
Yeah.
ugly.
Yeah.
No, I think I would want the other way.
But then
No,
you're like,
the
ugh.
crisscross, nobody
Then it looks
wins.
like you're just like, I don't know.
It just shows that you split it. I can
Yeah.
tell which house split that cost.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, I mean,
like
the real
uniform.
cost is just getting the thing up. So if you had the every other panel, you could just go ahead and buy some more planks and just plank them, on your side.
That's
Sounds
true.
complicated.
And,
Yeah, that's
No,
a
it's
lot.
not.
Isn't
No,
that a lot
I mean,
of
it wouldn't
extra
cost
I don't
that
know how
much.
to plank that myself. That's why you're paying somebody to put it up.
Right.
You're saying
I
you're
mean,
going to
it's-
plank that yourself?
It's 2 nails per. Oh my god.
Easy for you, Special Kevin.
Oh my
because
God,
you know
grab a
how to use
freaking
hammers
hammer.
and such. I don't know
Grab a
how
power
to
drill.
use a saw and a power drill.
Zip, zip, zip,
I'm gonna
zip,
power
zip,
drill
zip,
my
zip,
feet
They're going to
off.
fly and only 2 nails.
Yeah. You're the problem, Kevin.
You're just probably flying. That's why you need a new fence.
Okay.
That's what my fence.
I would
was
say
about.
actually I use screws because
Yeah,
they
that's-
hold better.
Yeah.
Coming up
Weatherproof.
next-
Yeah, wood screws.
Coming up next in Revenge, my neighbor used 2 screws per
It was
plank.
flying off.
And then
God,
it
his
flew into
cheap
my
fence.
living room. Just kidding. Revenge is where you go to krbe.com and you contact us about somebody that wronged you and you've made it right, but they don't know that you made it right yet. So you call us and tell us what the issue was, and then we find out how you got your revenge. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.